Welcome everybody to today's webinar. If you are here to learn more about the power of your inbox and how to win with email to grow your business, you're in for a real treat. I'm so excited to welcome Aaron here in a few minutes. And he is joining us from North Carolina. And so this is a topic that I think all of us could use to know more about, especially with today's age of meeting people where they're at. So before we get into the webinar, let us know in the chat below, what's your biggest email marketing challenge right now? That chat is typically located in the bottom right of your screen. And so that is where you can type in any questions that you have for Aaron. I always tell people, try to stump our expert. Really ask specific questions so that your business can walk away knowing how you can grow moving forward. And so let us know in the chat, are you A, B, C, D, or maybe you don't even know where to start and you're E. And you can be a combination, but engage in that chat. We want to be able to tailor this, the presentation today to really fit who's joining us live. And then I do want to let you guys know that these trainings we're able to offer free and open to the public because of our generous sponsors and partners throughout the state. And so today I have Caitlin with us live to let you know more about Midwest Labs.
Hello, everyone. So like she said, I'm Kate. I'm with Midwest Laboratories. I'm our marketing strategist. And we're so excited that we're able to be sponsors of Grow Nebraska and help their mission of supporting businesses and entrepreneurs throughout the state of Nebraska. We think that that's an awesome endeavor. We're proud to be part of it. And as a marketer, obviously, I'm excited to hear what Aaron has to say because we send a ton of emails. Midwest Laboratory is one of the largest privately held soil laboratories in all of North America. So agriculture, that's kind of our root. That's where we came from. But our work spans from what we like to say, everything from farm to fork. So we provide analytical third-party testing for agriculture, food and ingredients manufacturers, beverages, environmental services, water, animal nutrition, pet food. So we're proud to call Nebraska home. We have an Omaha headquarters of about 13, 14 buildings, and we're excited to continue. We're investing in a construction of our new laboratory facility in Papillion, in the old Info USA building. So it's 172,000 square feet. So we're going to continue to, commit to expanding our scientific capabilities and creating jobs and supporting industries that help Nebraska thrive. So that's what we do. And for Midwest Laboratories, I'm out here crafting siloed messages to all of the industries and all of the individuals that are involved in the process of that. So that's what we do.
Thank you. I appreciate you sharing. And for those that were unaware of that, we have such a great facility in Nebraska. Now you have one more trivial fact when you promote Nebraska about Midwest Laboratories. So thank you again. We appreciate the sponsorship throughout the many years.
Absolutely.
And I went too far. We also have a featured member. I want to bring attention to Marathon Press. They have been a member since 2020 and has been a trusted partner for professional photographers since 1976. And so this business is based in Norfolk, Nebraska. They provide high quality printing, albums, marketing materials, and other solutions designed specifically for photographers and creative professionals. And so as a Grow Nebraska member since 2020, Marathon Press is a great example of a Nebraska business serving customers across the country while continuing to grow and innovate right here in our own state. And so thank you for Marathon Press for being a member and a featured member today. And just real quickly, if you're unfamiliar with Grow Nebraska and you are a Nebraska business looking for more resources or wondering if you're a good fit for our program, please reach out. We'd love to have a conversation with you about what we do for Nebraska businesses in terms of marketing support, digital footprint, networking, and tailored coaching. And so reach out and we'll see how we can meet you where your business is at. And with that, I don't want to delay anymore. I want Aaron to have as much time as we need with all the questions. And so, Aaron, I will let you take the stage.
Thank you so much, Cami and Caitlin. Great to hear from you. and learn more about what you all are up to with Grow Nebraska and what really makes things move out there. And by the way, what a cool webinar this is. I mean, I am instantly planning what I need to now have music on all my webinars. You had me dancing, which thankfully no one's here to see that except my chihuahuas. So really, really fun to be with you all. I think I met someone from Grow Nebraska through another event that I was doing, because I teach for the Small Business Network. And so really enjoy the opportunity to share these topics. And we do have a good amount to cover in the next 45, 50 minutes. Um, I'm going to start by sharing my screen and just making sure that everything's cooperating.
Looks great.
Should be good to go. Okay, y'all. The next thing I want to do is give you a piece of good news. If you are here at lunchtime and you actually wanted to have lunch, you can do that. I will be sending the slides over to Cami and the team, so you all don't have to worry about writing 1,000 miles a minute, screen capturing everything, trying to remember it all. We'll make sure you have this as a resource to click through. You can send me questions if you want my email address, no strings attached. And that way, this whole, process of getting through this topic is a lot more enjoyable, stress-free. And I know also it's being recorded as well. So you guys are covered, and you can just listen for what kind of speaks out to you, and let the rest of it sort of just roll off, knowing that you have the opportunity to come back to that in the future. I am also curious, what were the results of the poll that we did? Do we have those yet?
Yes, we do. And so most of them were saying they were D, which is getting people to click or buy was their challenge right now with emails.
Got it. Okay, cool. Well, that gives me a sense that you all obviously are already having a database, sending out messaging, and you have sales initiatives, and maybe you're getting the emails opened, but maybe you're not getting all the way to that sales conversion. So we'll make sure and cover and talk about some of that as well. And just to give you, we'll have my email address, y'all, attached, so that if you need to send me questions, we want the learning experience to be successful. And sometimes we don't think of things till later, or maybe they're not a question you want to ask in the group. So feel free, y'all, to reach out to me. I am based here in Asheville, but have clients, contacts, and working partners just all over the place. So anyway, thanks for having me, and let's get into the fun stuff. Well, here's the thing. If you came to this topic, you did your business a big favor, because the situation with digital marketing is that it's loud, it's hard to track, it's overwhelming. Everybody, it's the next best idea. And what I hear, having taught these topics for 15 years now, which scares me to say out loud, I hear the same things over and over, and it's things like, well, we have a limited amount of resources that we can give to marketing, and we need to spend our time and energy where it matters. So it's always very tempting to sort of chase the new social media trend, which of course we should use and leverage social media, but understanding what works statistically, like boil it down. Let's get the facts. The facts are that email runs circles around social media with regards to visibility. And of course, sidebar, text marketing would of course be the most visible, because obviously it's a text. It comes to the lock screen of your phone. It's almost impossible to miss. The scenario, though, is that no matter how loud the internet is, it actually does boil down into those three channels. Can you believe it? All of outbound digital marketing can be separated into text, also known as SMS, email, and social. I mean, can you believe that? Like, with how much there is that we could do. It's just those channels. So visibility wise, of course, text is way up there. The thing is, text marketing, it kind of needs to fit, and it doesn't always fit the brand or where you are in your growth cycle, or maybe there's a need for content because you really do need to deliver. So we're going to call text, the homecoming king and queen, like superstar. Of course, we know you'll score the touchdown, but it may not be an exact fit for our business. Social media is something we should use, leverage, and keep the right understanding of how it will really play. Expectations is the word I was looking for. Social is fantastic. Visibility is hard sometimes. So I get businesses endlessly telling me, well, we're chasing Facebook and Insta and TikTok and LinkedIn and trying, and then they haven't really built a central database where they're using email with this 98% deliverability rate. And they're wondering why business is not on the upswing and they don't feel seen. It's because you kind of don't get seen if you only rely on social media or one or two strategies. So email works. And we're talking about, again, using a platform that would give a 90%, 95+% deliverability rate. Of course, to your point with the poll, there's next questions. Are they going to open it? Are they going to click? Are they going to become a converted lead into a client or a customer or a meeting? Do they take that next step? Are they a referral partner? And so these are the steps we go through towards success, of course. Just some other stats as we get into the strategy of email. 80% of professionals say email has driven customer acquisition and retention. And if you want to know, if you're one of those ROI folks, the pesky numbers, great news, $36 to the dollar. And I actually think it's more than this now. This is kind of an older stat. So, you look at, you'll see, I was mentioning before we started to Cami, I've been a partner with Constant Contact since the beginning of my business, probably now 16 years. And so they co-sponsor and they provide a lot of great training and resources to this presentation. So they happen to be one of the most well-known platforms. So for their accounts, the average cost would be $12, maybe $35 range for starting business. And so you think about it, wow, okay, the ROI is that much. If you scale that, you're talking to thousands of people for pennies. And then you get the deliverability and the visibility factor. If you use a good platform, doesn't have to be Constant Contact, but if you use a good platform, the deliverability is high, the server score is high, it gets to the right people. You get the absolutely most high performing digital marketing visibility that you can get outside of SMS. So, the idea here is use both email and social, but have the right expectations for what their role is in your business and your marketing. Contrary to a lot of fanatical blogs that email is dead, believe me, I read them all. It's definitely not. People look at it early and often throughout the day, very probably on a mobile device. Even just the way that we're engaging the internet, we're looking at it in short, quick bursts throughout the day, mostly on mobile. So just understanding that, and that people do use and check email and have inboxes and check for messages, and that this is a recurring pattern of multiple touches now throughout the day. I don't know if anyone was around. Anybody drop a note in the chat. Were you around when we had to use desktop computers only? Remember this? What was that? 18 years ago? No, 20 years ago. Y'all, I don't know if you were here for this. We had to sit down, boot everything up. Sometimes all this connection, you got mail. And it was like, oh my God, I've got 12 emails. The internet was like an event you did. Was anyone there for that? I'm not as young as I pretend to be. Yeah, you hear the sound of dial-up now. I remember I'd be like, all right, time to connect. Is anyone on the phone? Time to connect. Okay, I'm gonna go make tea, and I'll be on when I get back. Um, so anyway, now we're looking at it in short, quick bursts, multiple touches throughout the day. And so we want to use that to our advantage, the deliverability. An organic Facebook post might reach as little as 2%. Maybe it's not that bad these days. Instagram's definitely on the upswing. But just understanding that social media is great for awareness, meeting new people, getting seen, being visible. Email is where the marketing funnel begins because then you have an avenue to follow up with them. And that's really where the magic happens. As far as the magic, let's break down what is part of the magic. Well, understanding the purpose of email marketing for a small business owner. Now, good news again, we're not playing the game that big business plays. We're not playing the games that Best Buy and Target play or that multi-state huge operations are playing. That's a different digital marketing strategy. They focus on sales, they focus on saturation on purpose. They churn in 10,000 subscribers a day for the new weekly offers. They lose 6,000 for the unsubscribes. And maybe that staggers throughout the year. It's a whole different environment and landscape than what we as small business, medium-sized business that are in our growth cycles are looking to do. So this is cool. It's great because our emails can be fun, valuable, connection building, rapport developing. That's what sets the table for the transactions that we're looking for. So understanding the mindset, then we'll talk about 5 basic steps to success. Although from the sound of it, y'all have already been in doing some of this that we're going to go through. So we'll try to sprinkle in a few more advanced comments along the way, and then ways you can get started or things you can do to improve if you're already underway. I think Peter is really the best representative here. Peter, first of all, who doesn't love cheese? But Peter is very good at his business. He doesn't want to be part of the noise, the overwhelm, what could be even seen as spam. And I talked to a lot of Peters. I've met a lot of Peters over the years, and it's the right reasoning. We want to be authentic. We want to not take advantage. We want people to, if we were to send something, we would want them to want it. Well, guess what? That is the formula for successful email marketing. Sometimes, y'all, when I'm talking about this, it's hard for me to even say the word marketing every time, email marketing, because in my mind, it's so much more and so much different than sending sales out. Sending sales and promotions over and over, or predictable stuff, or just, any of that, it just turns into sort of noise and people kind of back away from the marketing. But if you send emails that are focused on content, connection, rapport building, community news, media, video. Oh my gosh. Video is like the skeleton key to everything. You want more of anything, do video or share video about it. It's the #1 most engaged. So where I'm going with this is the mindset is not only do we not want to come across spammy, we want to be like all the way on the other side of that spectrum. People know they're on your list. They enjoy hearing from you. You're sending out a nice mix of content, newsletters, announcements, invites, videos, collaborations, community stuff. So someone's on your list, they have a sense of it being valuable that they're in your list. And that's really the key. So we're with Peter here. So, what would Peter send out? Would it be another sale on 5 or 6 types of cheese? Well, of course, that's valuable to people because they're fans of these cheeses and they want good prices. But what would be more fun? Recipes. How do we use this glorious cheese? Things that we can do in the kitchen. And this is one of the things that if any of y'all on the call today have heard of this phrase in the past 10, 15 years, attraction marketing, this means you're using a little bit more of that intangible value that you're bringing to the table, subject matter expert, having a unique voice or perspective or comment on things, even just sharing content from other sources, curating it, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, curating it and resharing it with your own spin added in. You know, all these things allow folks to experience what we call email marketing when it's not really 100% focused on marketing. Okay. So if anybody here today is thinking, gosh, I really want to do more of this, but I don't want to bother people, you're in the right place, because the philosophy is connect with the right folks, build nurture connection rapport, provide value to them for giving you permission to be in their inbox, and grow that, nurture that. They might be ready the next day. They might be ready in a week. I was having a meeting with a custom cabinet maker, and we were talking about their cycle is about 5 months from contact to close. It's like 5-month average. So everything in their business is built around that understanding. So using email in sales ways, in content ways, salt and pepper. And that's the magic formula to really make it work for you. And also keeping the reader in mind at all turns. They're going to be on mobile a lot. You need your email, and by the way, your website for that matter, needs to be really built and designed with the mobile experience in mind. If not even in the front of the mind, like, just on the table equal. In fact, when we build websites, we actually, by the end of it, end up building 2 websites these days, because we'll build the site and then we'll look at the mobile experience and say this needs to be changed because the mobile flow. And so to this point, the old school email templates that are very texty and small thumbnails and, lots of scrolling, we want to refresh perspective on what this means. So we'll look at planning, designing, creating emails for action, measuring impact, and then growing the list, which is really one of the most valuable things that I can give you all today, is to how to grow the database. Because again, statistically, this is your highest visibility. And for sure, the majority of my clients' transactions come from email list subscribers, database members. A huge majority of online sales or lead generation or meeting booking, whatever it is for you and your company that is that conversion, a huge majority come from someone who's already in the marketing funnel somewhere. So this multiple touch idea, it's all valid. But instead of having to be in person, we're now in the new age. So it can be a social post, an email, a soft email in 4 days on an autoresponder. It can be a welcome email sequence that drips on them with good, fresh, short content, quick bursts. And this is what nurtures toward the sale. And so building the database, obviously important, because that's the top of the funnel. So let's go through these. First of all, most of you all probably have this in hand if you're already doing email, but if you wanted a refresh on calendar, even scheduling, think about the holidays. Maybe write those down. Find some interesting, unique events that are dates for your business that are important throughout the year. Maybe also find some lesser holidays that might be unique or fun to your specific niche. Map those out And if part of your challenge is that you're not organized with your marketing, I can tell you it will bring everything down a level of stress if you have a general outlook on here's how much I'm going to do on social media each week, here's how many emails we're going to send out, or here's a sequence of emails we're going to carefully build and turn on as a welcome sequence that's automated, whatever that might be. Mapping that out really does take a lot of the challenge, the invisible challenge to digital marketing. I don't know how many on the call have a team that does this, or some people that do this, or if most of y'all do this yourself. I hear from a lot of folks, they're either doing it themselves or they're doing one of their close number one, number twos is doing it. And that means, you're on the hamster wheel of marketing month to month. So after accepting that reality, planning things out a little bit takes the heat off of having to do that while you're doing all the other great stuff you're doing for your business. We have talked to a lot of people that have hats on top of hats, and they're balancing those hats like Dr. Seuss, So whatever we can do. So to this point, now welcome to, and Cami and I were talking earlier too, AI. What can AI do to give us fast forwards and bring us around the bend faster and pick up the slack and do things for us? Things like having a calendar in the digital marketing software now. So you're not making calendar over here and then using software over here. Maybe it's now you've got this digital marketing calendar where you can see scheduled or drafted social, text, email, drag and drop, engage with. So what would that look like? Maybe if here's an example for a sales promotion for yoga studios. So an announcement, maybe a reminder, and then a last chance. Short, simple, clean emails outperform everything else right now. It's been that way for a number of years actually now. So more good news if you're in the position of, I'm doing my best with this, but I don't have tons of time for it, or we're not sure how much to send, or sometimes we don't know what to put in our emails. A lot of folks are in that boat where they're just like stuck with the content. One topic emails work. So the pressure is off even further to say, remember the days of the newsletter where it was only anything you ever sent out was a newsletter. It was usually once a month, and it had tons of stuff, a lot of scrolling. Now we're like other end of that spectrum, short, quick burst, visual, photos, videos, big, juicy featured images, calls to action, and a button, and you're out of there. So again, less work for us. And with AI now, the branding can get done for you automatically based on your website. Just so much more we can do. We can then see this in action in a software, demystifies this process. What should these emails look like? Well, let's look again. The featured image is critical to your emails, your social post, and your website pages. Or it could be a featured video, substitute one or the other. Big, full bleed, eye-catching, telling the story of the email or the post or the page of the site, giving a clue, a hint, or even starting to tell the story of that content before they ever even read. Here's what we're noticing that's really interesting. Like 10 years ago, we noticed folks were engaging the internet differently than they had in the past. Originally, we would read the internet like a book. It would be open it up, look at the headline, check, see any aberrations on the page, so like a photo, but then we're into the text. Now, guess what we're doing? We're scanning and glancing at photos or videos so that subconsciously we know if it hooks us. We then start reading words. So words have now gone inverted to position 2. So all your marketing It's almost like you want to design with photos and video and what's the picture and the vibe telling, and then accompanying copy that matches that. So let's break it down. First of all, record scratch, pause everything. Let's start at the top of the email because here's a critical moment. Is the email coming from someone they recognize? So we know they're in your database for a reason. Is it coming from who they recognize? And maybe it doesn't need to be the CEO. Maybe it needs to be the team leader who's in the office with the FaceTime and everyone knows that person. But then the subject line, getting the emails opened is the first gate. Once they're in your database, it is time for a party. I mean, your marketing funnel is open. That's exactly what you need for follow-up. You can look at as many Google Analytics reports as you want, but there's no way to reach those people. So unless you're retargeting with digital ads, in which case another party, high fives for that. Most businesses I talk to are not typically doing tons of remarketing and advanced digital tracking and stuff. If you are, awesome. For most of us, we need a way to follow up. So email becomes that thing. So then getting them to open it is the next most important. So subject line and what's called pre-header, which is the text under the subject line. Y'all, we can customize all of this now. And we can even have AI assist us with making more eye-catching, more interesting subject line and pre-header text ideas to ensure that that email gets opened. We also know that emails are deluging throughout the day. So an email doesn't get opened the first time it gets seen. It might go to page 2 and, be forgotten forever. So pre-header, but subject line, very important. Then, of course, logo, color, branding. Of course, we need that featured image. The message body can actually be short. It doesn't mean it has to be short, but there's no reason it should not be short. So nice, big, juicy headline. Fonts should be 16, 18, 20, 24, 14 at the lowest, no more 10, 11, 12, unless it's subscript on purpose. And this is all giving folks an easier engagement experience. They're not going to click off, be distracted. If they have to struggle to understand the email or read anything because it's too small, boom, they'll disconnect mentally and move on to something else. So big text and then a call to action. What is the action you want them to take? It might just be read more, read the blog. It might be watch this video, watch now. It might be shop now. It might be donate now, volunteer now, view new models. And then the footer is going to differ based on y'all's business. It could be you do want your address on there because you're a customer-facing office location. Could be you're a warehouse-based operation or a farm-based, so you're not going to need to give them your address, but you would want other contact information on there. Definitely social media. Email and social should be a tag team. If they get your emails, they should know how to get to your social and follow. And if they're on your social, there should be links in the bio to join your VIP email list where the magic happens, because then you've got both of these yin and yang working together. That's really the best scenario, the tag team effect. So design-wise, these are designed to create action. Especially number 4 and 5. The call to action is giving them the clue what they should do next. So subject line, pre-header, featured image, headline and body text, call to action. Now, if you need to put more than one thing in an email, of course, go for it. Just keep the images big, plenty of space between stuff, and understand that the more you add, the more scrolling there is, could be diminishing returns for folks that are on mobile. Here's a B2B. They have a website auditing process and they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to show our email list, our database, some love. We're going to segment folks who are not existing users of this software and customers already, who have not converted. And we're going to go ahead and offer them a chance to just let's play with this tool, get your website scanned, get the report, see what's up. So they write the email from this perspective, and here's kind of a guide we can use. What is the email's purpose? How will it help the reader? And then a call to action button with the call to action that matches. What should they do next? Scan the website. Let's talk about in nonprofits. Nonprofits, big, clear headline. I think this is about volunteering. Big, juicy image showing stuff happening. Why should the reader care? Telling a little bit of the story, tugging the heartstrings, a call to action. And by the way, what's not on here that I keep forgetting to add, I love this feature in the email marketing these days that says share this email, and it should be shared to social media or forwarded to friends to their inbox. So a lot of times for nonprofits or organizations that need support, the action doesn't even have to cost anything. And you can grow very quickly and easily with email and social playing that game. And we know that this works because it tells you. In the case of Constant Contact, you're going to get clear open rates. From there, of course, as many of you identified in the poll, the real question next is clicks. Are people clicking things, taking action, moving forward, and moving down into actual transactions? So being able to see all of this, I don't know what platforms you all use, and if you have access to this information, but obviously it's important because then you can identify who you might want to market to differently to get the result. If anybody has e-commerce in their business, online transactions, again, welcome to 2026. So much stuff is happening at lightning speed now, y'all. We can plug in AI will scan our transactions, connect them to marketing stats, give us results, tell us what's happening out there. I can't tell you how many hours I spent early in my career creating funnel tracking just to be able to track even just blog readers, email subscribers, sales, bookings, when I worked with travel groups. And now AI is coming in and going, okay, just connect us. And Google's saying, oh, you don't have to put 72 conversion codes in every page of your website anymore. Now we're just going to have this app that's learning and connecting. And now we have a way we can see and pull these insights. And now Google Analytics is now showing sales transactions. So everything is getting infused with more capabilities very quickly. And email marketing is benefiting greatly from that. Not only on the transaction side, but what we're going to talk about probably in the last 10 minutes, if I have a few minutes to show you a few demos, the creative side, which is actually really a big challenge. But first, how do we grow this database? Because with this whole topic could be helpful for you if you were to stop and just have your database where it is now. At some point, this is not going to be productive for your business. You need that funnel of feeding new subscribers, curious, interested people, prospects that are coming into your periphery, checking out your website, looking at you on social. Someone sent them your way. They saw somebody shared your stuff, and they're hitting your website or coming into your trade room floor, or at an event or farmer's market. There's the capturing of those individuals into the general database is the single most powerful thing you can do for your business right now, because it creates a steady stream of folks that, sure, they may be at differing levels of seriousness and differing levels of readiness, but that's the market. That's the market. There's a misunderstanding that if your website is good enough and your marketing is good enough, you're going to have a steady stream of online transactions flowing through. This is not correct. Not correct. The normal experience is about 2/3 of your website visitors or your inquirers are not ready. They're not ready. And it may or may not have to do with what you're offering or how convinced they are. It could have to do with stuff to do with them, budget, timing, distraction. Most of the folks we're marketing to are not ready yet. So this is why we must build the database, because the sales come from there when they are ready. And we can do soft touches. And for a lot of you who said you're looking for those transactions to come through, my advice for us is the people that are already in your database, start segmenting, organizing, tagging, and AI again to the rescue, depending on what platform you use. AI will create and sift and sort automatically ultra granular segments that can get certain types of marketing that you would not want to bother other people in the database with. And this becomes a dialed in, tighter focus that will give you those transactions. But anyway, real quickly, back to the building the list. In-person QR codes, short links to sign up forms, trade shows in person, having an iPad open, QR codes really though, because they can just scan and join. That's it. So much easier. Or there's an app for constant contact. You could scan business cards or scan forms and it pulls them in for you. In your mail, and I get lots of stuff on boxes, offers from people that I'm already buying from, things in the mail. We did for roofing and construction companies, mailers that have QR codes that take those folks from offline to online. So now we've gone into their mailbox, brought them online, given them a piece of value, something incentivizing them to join the list, drop the email in. Now they're in the database, and we're going to carefully and lovingly connect with them, build a sincere relationship with them through great content, through not overselling, through carefully arranged touches, and in many cases, beautifully sequenced automation emails. I keep mentioning automation because so many of y'all answered the poll that you're already doing email and you're looking for more result. So there's the newsletters, the announcements, but then there's the backbone of using this visibility, understanding you get 95% deliverability or more with the right platform. Having an automated welcome sequence to everyone who joins your list from your website is the stuff. That's really where things start to move. So website visitors, y'all. People are coming to your website, clicking around, checking stuff out. Do not let them leave without getting their email address. Now, think bigger even than just money. It doesn't have to be a discount. It could be, and for a number of reasons. Here they are. For the promotion, the discount, how about access to exclusive content? Download, report, PDF, video series on X, Y, or Z. I've seen authors say, the next book is being written. Opt into my list and get chapter 1 of the new book before it's even been published. Access to exclusive content positions you as a subject matter expert, gives them actual evidence that you are one, and whets the appetite for them to know more. And now all of a sudden the paradigm has shifted from you're a stranger, they're a stranger, and now do you need to convince them that they should, work with you and do what you do, or they're now leaning your direction because you've said, oh, look, here's some content or access to something. Maybe you're an online education series, so you give the first 3 videos of an online course for the opt-in. And now it's aligned with what you would sell them anyway. So it's like a qualifier. You're getting qualified subscribers that matter, not join our list for a Yeti cooler. Well, who doesn't want a Yeti cooler? You get, 50,000 email subscribers. Are they going to buy exactly what you're offering? Oh, probably not very many of them. So using discounts, promos, content to qualify people in the right way, lead magnet is what this is called in some circles, incentives, hooks. We're not looking to build our email list and sell to them. We're looking to offer something irresistible onto our web visitors or our trade show, inquirers that they feel warm about. They love it. And then here's a welcome email and here's what they expected. And wow, it really sets the tone for this permission-based marketing where all of the statistically, all of the most important transactions seem to come from. If you're a nonprofit, they would join your list to show support, make a difference, and understand they're moving the needle. So make it easy, make it simple, set their expectations, let them know what to expect. And when you use a good platform like Constant Contact or any good major software that's FCC compliant, they're always going to have an unsubscribe built in. So you need that to protect your business. You want to do this properly. So folks can opt into your stuff. They can opt out. They can come back. It's easy when you use a good software because it's already done. It's at the footer of every email. You don't have to manage it, and you're covered. So plan for consistency and success. Design for today's mobile audience. Create emails to encourage action and not just sales action. Measure the impact on your business. Grow your list to grow your business. And I will just say this. The biggest struggle I hear folks have after they get a good system, they have a plan, they think, I struggle with enough content, or the content being quote unquote good enough or interesting enough according to their own mind. Y'all, this is the beauty of AI. AI is the fast forward. So, finding a good system that's affordable and easy for non-technical people is usually hurdle number one. Then it comes to and having enough time, committing to that process. But then there's always been the hurdle for 15 years, or I guess 13 years till it came out. The blinking cursor. What do I put in this email? I need to touch my list. I need to get in front of them. Social media. Oh my gosh, you're on the hamster wheel for multiple social media posts and coming up with ideas. Most of us, we're not creative on demand. We have these other strengths that lead our personality that other folks don't maybe have. And so for us to say, create content nonstop all the time, multiple days a week. And it's like, do you not realize what else I have going on? This is not realistic, and it shouldn't be. It's not realistic at all, and it shouldn't be. So AI is great just to help kickstart things, ideas. When you have a piece of content you need to talk about or an announcement to make, it helps extrapolate, develop, build out, flesh out additional ideas. Usually then I read their ideas, and that usually helps me think of something I didn't think of before, if I'm honest. So very rarely do I actually use we're not talking about just let AI do your marketing. We're talking about letting it help. So for those of you who think, all right, I know a lot of all this, but I still struggle with getting the email engagement, conversions, and really the reaction that you're looking for. Use AI to develop content, see where it goes. By the way, the average open rate is about 25% across all industries. Good news though, the past few years we've had a feature that I've been using in Constant Contact called automatic resend to non-openers. And it's just what it sounds like. Maybe you send the newsletter out or an announcement out and you say, all right, c'est la vie. I know that the email inbox is insane and people who do want to get my emails might still miss it. So anyone who doesn't open it by day 4, okay, system, go ahead and resend it just to those people. So now you've had open rates that were, 15 years ago, they were 50%, then 40, then mobile came out, 30, 25, 20, got all the way down to 18, y'all. Now it's getting more because inboxes they're crazy, but not quite as insane. And then these things like auto resend to non-openers, clients are getting open rates back up from the average 25% to 30, 35, 40, 45% by just having it auto resend. So there's tons of great stuff we can do to really be as visible as possible to our list. If you're here today and you're in the basics, monthly newsletter, announcement when something needs to be announced, special sales offers, just do the basics. Get your template made, see what happens, read the reports, organize your list. That's it. If you've been doing this, you might say, all right, let's go to the next level. It's all about your database, segmenting your database. Segmenting the database means not just the lists you make, but qualifiers. Have they bought this, that, or the other? Have they been on this website page of your site recently? Have they opened the last X number of emails? Have they clicked and looked at this particular product a bunch? Allowing that to segment your database into people with those qualifiers creates laser targeted marketing that really starts to work. And of course, you continue with that segmenting the data. So I'm going to just log in here to a little demo account. And I know Cami probably has questions that you all have been asking, unless we have missed them. But I haven't seen anything. Do we?
It's been pretty quiet so far. So if you guys have questions, drop it in the chat, and we'll get them answered. So it's not over yet. Drop any questions, and I'll send them your way. But it's been pretty quiet.
All right. Well, I'm going to take that as good. I'm just going to take it as good as, unless you all correct me. But let me log in here to this account and show you 3 or 4 exciting things that make successful email marketing even easier than ever. And I'm also going to keep in mind, y'all, that a number of you are already doing this. So I want to make sure and highlight some things that you could do for that next step in your business.
Here's
in particular sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we had a fun question come in. If you could recommend just one email automation for every business, what would it be?
It'll be boring, but the welcome email. Anytime somebody subscribes to your list, there should be an automated welcome email that comes to them right away and it's not salesy and it's not focused on the transaction. And it just cements the fact that they subscribed and they're in your list for a reason. And it sets you apart mentally from a lot of the volume of things that, maybe they signed up for something and they didn't hear from that company for 3 weeks or 5 weeks. It feels very disconnected. Now, if you're doing a lead magnet, like someone coming to your website and here's the pop-up and opt in for this and download that, that's one and the same. That would be in the welcome email. So the welcome email would be delivering to them what they were expecting to get when they subscribed. And then it kicks off, the next thing would be a series. Good question. If you're in e-commerce, a close runner-up would be the abandoned cart email, because that gets a lot of sales. All right, y'all. So this is just the dashboard of Constant Contact. It's a demo account, obviously, so a lot of this is empty, but it gives you your contacts growth, your open click rate, shows you your recent campaigns. For the purpose of today being about email, you can, in the same system, do email, text, social, automations, surveys, polls, events, sign-up forms. So how do you grow the list easily? Building a sign-up form that has a QR code. And it's 2 steps for them to join your list. For today, of course, we're doing email. So if I were to start an email, just highlighting some things that are even easier than they used to be. So first of all, top right up here, and let me actually make this a little easier. I'm going to share just that window so it's bigger. Hopefully that helps. So top right, y'all, this used to be 2 hours of our 8-hour email marketing boot camp we would do. 2 hours were downloading a software, scanning things to find your colors, creating your brand kit, putting that into an email template. And oh my gosh. And now, thanks AI. Boom. So, like here's my website, and it's just going to pull themes, color clusters, logos. You can create different themes. And then when you come in here to start an email, look what it's done. You can start from scratch. You can upload a PDF, but right down here under layouts, it's already prep set now with my brand kit. It's prep set all these types of emails with different layouts for different reasons. So it's like, okay, well, now I'm starting from branded and layout done. Video, I mean, number one, most engaged type of email seems to be videos. Reviews. Having an email automation that asks for reviews is one of the top tips, y'all, because the number one thing that causes more conversions online faster is social proof, which is reviews and testimonials. It's the number one thing. And also, Google looks at your Google reviews to decide about showing you in search results. Did you know that? It's not just SEO about your website architecture. Google looks, of course, Google loves Google. Google looks at itself, at your Google business profile, at the reviews activity and history, and it weighs into your SEO results. Did you know that? So we need to be automating, getting reviews, having an email branded, automated. It's going to lift your whole business. And you can phrase the email to say, did we delight you? If not, reply, let's talk about it. But if so, please take 20 seconds below, click below, leave us a review. We'd really appreciate it. Having that automated on the highest visibility digital channel outside of text, I mean, should be a staple for every marketing plan. And then AI can't help itself. It says, well, we know your industry, we know your brand, and we knew, yeah, we have layouts, but now we could even quick kickstart an email for you. And you could say what you want to talk about. You could come down into here and look at things like holiday-based, date-based, change your industry, look at different templates based on layouts and needs for newsletters. The world is your oyster. I'm going to just wrap up here in a minute or two, but just wanted to show you the builder is one page. So any platform you use these days should aspire to be as easy as what we're seeing here. What you click is what you edit, and it pops up top. Anywhere you're writing, there's an AI attendant in constant contact. So you're invited to the Digital Marketing Superstar Awards luncheon, July 30th at the Westin from 12 to 2. Music, prizes, networking, and more. And then, help me think. So even in the middle of building an email, you can just say, insert, edit, modify, get ready to shine at the Superstar Awards luncheon. Not just any event, it's a celebration of brilliance in digital marketing, complete with music. They'll make you groove, exciting. You get the idea. You've all probably used AI to help with ideas. And you can go ChatGPT, Claude, copy paste too, but having it in here, this is ChatGPT, by the way, having it in here is kind of nice. Additionally, y'all, in the top right, we do have the agentic approach now too. So brainstorm ideas with me. Help me design an email inviting folks to X, Y, or Z. Create some social posts. Give me some text marketing ideas for the same message with a shortened character count. All that is available here. And last thing before I hand it back over, for those of you, which seems like most of us that are kind of already doing this stuff, here's where you want to focus. Your database. The sales lie in segmenting. So there's going to be lists that we create, ways we organize things that we think matter. But then there's something much better, which is filters and criteria. So being able to come in here and say, yes, I have a general database. Yes, I have general interest newsletter subscribers. Yes, I have lead magnet subscribers wanting this offer. Yes, I have these people interested in this product. But then going in and segmenting by stacking criteria, and look how deep you can go, especially with AI. Things about the individual, custom fields you decide are important that you create, activity in the marketing, ignoring it, engaging it, clicking certain things, opening, not opening, engagement trends, increasing engagement, transactional. Have they bought stuff? Have they paid invoices or not paid invoices? Are they on certain lists that overlap? Shopping activity, transaction activity. Where did they come from? Tags. I'm using a lot of tags for businesses that have folks looking at different products, but they don't use e-commerce. So they know what they've been inquiring about, and even web tracking. So you create these segments and criteria, these criteria stacks, and you turn them on and they run all the time. So as these things are becoming true in the criteria stack, folks are moved into that segment. You're not clicking buttons, it's just happening. That's the next level for you if you're doing email marketing and you're wondering why you're not getting more sales, more transactions, more conversions. It's all about speaking to the database in the right way. So y'all,
Had one question come in about
yeah.
how many questions would you recommend having for like a sign up for your email campaign? Do you want to just ask about the email, or do you want to have their email, their phone number, their location? What's a good recommendation?
Wonderful. Start with less. Start with first name and email if you can get away with it, because the number of people that'll fill that out is the top shelf. If you start adding in things like zip code, phone numbers, contact information, you're going to seriously decrease the number of people that are opting in, because what you can do is get that information later. Later on, you can have them click a link in an email and finish filling something out, or surveys, polls. And guess what? It should, if your system's good, it should overwrite that and add it to their dossier, and just so you're developing that over time. So to get the most subscribers for your efforts, ask for the least amount of information. And I always go with at least first name and email, because I want the marketing to have their name in it, because it makes it so much better.
Awesome.
If the only caveat is if you're doing text marketing and SMS marketing, obviously they're opting into a text list, and you would by default need that. I know we're over on time, but y'all, I want to offer you something special. And I just will say, please don't share this link out to the public, because it's not public facing. This is specifically for Grow Nebraska event attendees and registrants. And what this is just an offer that if you don't have a good platform, or if you don't have a platform, or if you have a platform and you would consider other options, or you're not happy with it, this is a way to take what we've covered today and put it into action. So the email templates, the AI, the segmenting, the form building, it's all drag and drop. It's all super easy. Constant Contact happens to start at the cheapest price point that I can find, which is $12 a month. And that goes down to $8.40 for event attendees. So you'll get 30% off. And then after that, for 3 months, and after that, you have a permanent prepaid discount available just to y'all. Additionally, we will design a template for you that matches your whole website, free. That's not the AI scan. That's the full email template to match the website. And you do get free onboarding with me, and I'll, answer your questions about marketing and kind of be your sidekick. We connect it to your website. Essentially the idea behind this offer is it's not just a discount. We want you to, if you're not in motion growing this for your business, we want you to be able to take the knowledge and turn it into action as easy as we can. So that's the idea here. But no pressure. If you're already in motion, you have a good system, you like your software, just take everything we've got from the PowerPoint today and apply it to what you're already doing. And thank you all so much for being with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Aaron. You really went over a lot of good content. and gave us a lot to think about. I hope everyone can walk away and know how you can keep growing your customer base and get them to really engage with your emails. I know I have a full page of notes myself. And so thank you again, Erin. Thank you to Midwest Laboratories and Marathon Press for being our featured sponsor and member. And if you like today's webinar, please let us know. And we have next week, same place, same time. We will have another topic talking about cybersecurity and why all businesses could be at risk and how you can prevent it. So if you like that, check out grownebraska.org/upcoming trainings and stay up to date on all the great speakers we will be bringing in. So thanks again, everyone, for your time. Yes, we will share the slides with everyone. So be on the lookout for a follow-up email. Thanks again, Erin. Thanks again, Caitlin and Midwest Labs.